Hello everyone! Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and share this video. Today we're going to talk about Demet Özdemir, who is once again in the spotlight, and she's not alone. It all started in Italy, but what seemed like a simple trip has turned into the beginning of something much deeper. After a difficult chapter marked by her breakup with Can Yaman, a relationship that ended in betrayal, Demet chose to walk away. She packed her bags and went to Italy. There, not only did she reconnect with herself, but she also received an offer that would change everything. The platform, Via Max Italia, offered her an exclusive contract to star in a series and a movie. Her elegance and charisma immediately captivated the press, who quickly labeled her the new muse of Rome. And just as all eyes were on her, Çağatay Ulusoy appeared. The actor, who is thriving on digital platforms, made a sudden trip to Italy. Many thought it was for work, but close sources say otherwise. He flew there to be close to Demet. Since then, rumors have skyrocketed. Dinners together, staying at the same hotel, even a walk through Amalfi that didn't go unnoticed. Though neither of them has said a word, their actions speak volumes. Demet posted an Italian song on her stories, and hours later, Çağatay shared the exact same melody. Social media lit up with speculation. Is there something more than friendship? Is a new romance starting? Meanwhile, Can Yaman remains completely silent. His recent black and white photo with the caption, "Some battles are won in silence," drew thousands of comments. Was it a message to Demet? A reaction to Çağatay's rise? What's clear is that Can seems to have faded into the background, while his ex shines brighter than ever. The Italian press is already calling them the potential golden couple of Turkish cinema. Photos of Demet and Çağatay holding hands on the red carpet caused a sensation. The hashtag #Demkag went viral within hours. According to close sources, the two have been seeing each other for months. At first, it was just friendship, but something changed in Italy. Both had their hearts closed, one source revealed, but this reunion broke down the barriers. There are even rumors that they might work on a new project together. And not just that, whispers of a private getaway along the Italian coast are circulating, far from the cameras, in a more intimate setting. While the media speculates, fans just want confirmation. Is it friendship? Love? One thing is certain, this is no coincidence. If they're spotted together again in the coming days, everything suggests that we're witnessing a new story written by two stars. And maybe we're seeing the birth of one of the most iconic couples in Turkish television. Stay tuned. This is just the beginning. There are moments when reality puts everyone in their place. No noise, no explanations needed. And in my view, that's exactly what has happened with Demet Özdemir. While some were waiting for her downfall, hoping she would lose herself without a man by her side, she rose even stronger. She didn't turn to scandals. She didn't depend on anyone. She didn't sell her essence for a few minutes of fame. What Demet has achieved goes beyond professional success. It's a declaration of her worth as a free and determined woman. From the very start of her acting career, it was clear she wasn't just another pretty face. She carries a kind of light that can't be taught or faked. It's a mix of natural talent, emotional strength, tireless effort, and a presence that captivates. But what stands out most is not the applause or the contracts, but her evolution as a person. We watched her break free from the label of someone's partner and carve out her own path. And that makes people uncomfortable, especially those who can't handle a woman who no longer follows anyone's lead. They say Ken couldn't handle watching her move on without him. And I agree. Demet stopped being a supporting character in someone else's love story and started writing her own. A story free of public sentimentality, built step by step with focus and coherence. While Can found comfort in new settings, new women, and shallow interviews, she stayed focused. She didn't mention the past. She never used that relationship as a weapon. Her silence, in many ways, was her strongest statement. I'm not interested in idealizing what they had or speculating about why it ended. But I do want to say that Demet managed something many can't. She closed a chapter without looking back. When people thought her fame would fade, she reinvented herself. When they accused her of using her relationship for status, she responded with actions. When they tried to reduce her to a pretty face, she proved she had intelligence, discipline, and vision. I deeply admire her ability to rebuild herself without scandals, without begging for attention, without chasing the spotlight. As many have said, Demet doesn't need to lean on anyone. Everything she has, she earned with hard work, sleepless nights no one saw, and with a dignity that's rare in this brutal industry. I don't see her as a victim or an untouchable star. I see her as a real woman, aware of her worth and unwilling to settle for less than she deserves. And that's what many don't understand. Demet isn't competing with anyone. She doesn't need to prove anything to Can or to anyone from her past. But even if it's not her intention, her growth is a lesson for all who ever underestimated her. Today, as her name reappears in the media and on social platforms, she remains steady, without excuses, without conflict. Her strength lies in her silence, in her calm stance, in her maturity. To me, that speaks volumes. In a time when everything is shouted, she chooses to speak through her actions. She keeps moving forward quietly, even when they criticize her, even when they invent stories. And that, in a society that punishes female independence, is an act of courage. Demet Özdemir represents the kind of woman who turns wounds into wisdom, attacks into motivation, and solitude into freedom. She's living proof that you don't need noise to leave a mark, that recognition doesn't depend on having a partner, and that no fall is final when you choose to rise stronger. I don't know if she'll fall in love again or with whom she'll share her future. But I know one thing. Whoever enters her life will need to rise to the occasion. Because she's not the same woman. She won't settle for emotional crumbs. She's been through the worst and learned to walk alone. And if no one comes, it's okay. Because Demet has discovered that being alone can also mean being whole. And many women watch her in silence, inspired by the way she lives. So today, I can only say thank you, Demet, for showing us that freedom is built, respect must be demanded, and self-love will always be the noblest path.